like the radio of every fucking body. Cause I'm tired, bro. I'm ready to fucking roll me. Tired, bro. Tired, bro. Coming up on whatever you want fucking do, we can do. That's how the fuck I feel. That's like real fun money.
In the deadly attack on a 73-year-old in North Philadelphia, Jones and his 10-year-old brother turned themselves in with an attorney Monday. The district attorney's office says the 10-year-old was released and has not been charged. Sources say he is the one that first strikes them.
The body was found, and investigators are looking into the possibility that it's the body of retired Detroit police officer Stephon Hodo, reported missing earlier this month.
Says Ryans knows how to navigate the big building, how to get in, how to get out. And while doing that, he's accused of stealing tens of thousands of dollars worth of Apple products and other electronics. Not just here in Coweta County, but also in Alabama.
He killed both his ex-girlfriend, his stepdad, and critically stabbed his mom. In a court hearing earlier today, a judge acknowledged action didn't come fast enough.
And although it's far too little, far too late.
Judge Kenneth King's heartbreaking words show a stark reality as Jonathan Welch appeared in court on video.
This is the court's worst nightmare.
Let's talk about real life issues, love and relationships. Let's have a good time with the missus, yeah. Celebrities. Let's talk about current events. Let's talk about things you don't see on regular TV. So join in on PGT time. PGT time. Tune in on PGT time. PGT time. Come join us on PGT time. PGT time. Join us on PGT time. PGT time. Yeah.
Hey, it's your girl, the missus with the kisses, mwah. And the missus without the mister. He's not here right now. He's not here. I don't know no other way to say it. He ain't here yet. I had to go on with the show. You know, the show must go on, baby. When he get here, he'll hop on, hopefully. But y'all know Poolie works on Fridays and Saturdays. Well, he worked every day of the week except for on Mondays. But he's a barber. So Fridays and Saturdays is his busiest days, okay? So he ain't here yet. He told me to change it to 9:30. He said that'll give me time to come home and eat. And he ain't here. So right about now, I'm just peachy. I'm just peachy, baby. Me solo. Y'all know how we get down when I come solo. Now, this last story on that sneak peek, being that we had to change the time to 9:30, I will be showing that story on tomorrow at the radio station, okay? The last story that's on the sneak peek, which is the young man that killed his baby mama, killed his stepdaddy, and then turned around and stabbed his mama. Now, when y'all hear that story, baby, tune in tomorrow, okay? You got to tune in tomorrow. We may even start off with it. Who knows, okay? But welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey, Josette. Thank y'all so much for showing up tonight. Oh, let me get my microphone together. I'm like, I feel like I'm extra loud. Okay, there we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and get started, y'all. So I won't hold y'all too long tonight. We're going to get started with our fair usage. And then after our fair usage, I got something special, y'all. I did something different. Y'all know I'm always doing something different with these clips and everything. So I did something different for my flashbacks, you know, because the first story that we're going to talk about tonight, I'm going to give you guys an update on that old man. Remember that old man on last Saturday, was it? Either it was last Saturday, I think it was last Saturday. Yeah, I got an update on that. Y'all going to be surprised. You shouldn't be, but you will. And then I got a little flashback clip. just love this shit, y'all. Allegedly, everything is allegedly. Explicit language, baby. Explicit language. Whew. Let me tell y'all right now. When we get the little Boosie, y'all know I'm in the A. When we get the little Boosie tonight, if y'all don't like all that cussing, I understand. We got 2 clips of little Boosie, and there's a whole lot of cussing. Okay, I took this one part out. I took it out. It was just a little too much for y'all ears, so I took that part out. If y'all seen the whole thing, then y'all know what part I'm talking about that I took out. Okay, so please enjoy the show. When we get to the little Boosie, I will make sure that I let you guys know ahead of time. All jokes aside, I will let y'all know because I have a broad range of age group that comes and watches Peachy Tea Time. So I really appreciate that. The Peachy Talks edition, baby. But little Boosie, he just do a whole lot of cussing in his little clips. But if you can stand it, please watch it. Seriously, please watch it because I think he has some things that he had to say. Hey, Fred. He has some things that he had to say. I'm not sure if, hey, Rhonda, I'm not sure if it's real or not. I think it is. I think it's real. If it's not real, I will find out soon, I'm sure. But I liked it. I really did. He was talking some mad cash shit, baby. He was talking cash shit. Do you hear me? Okay? Give it up for Boosie. Give it up for Boosie. I know y'all like, what is she finna do? All right, y'all. Here go our fair usage. Here we go.
Warning. Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use and is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 U.S.C. 107.
107. That's my favorite part. So here go the flashback. Y'all know I ain't got no sense. I'm telling y'all that now. So here go the flashback, and then we'll go straight into our update. And I hear the motorcycle. It looks like he's here. So let's go ahead and get started with this flashback. When he comes, I will be playing this flashback again because I really wanted him to see it too. So here we go. But first, we finna talk about the 73-year-old man that somebody little kids done beat to death. Somebody kids out at 2 o'clock in the morning. Say what? Yes. Somebody kid. Them kids look like they had to be at least 14, 15, 16 years old. One of them looked like they could have been 12. And they beat the 73-year-old man to death. Nobody knows why just yet. Because why? You want me to tell you why? Because the parents haven't turned these kids in yet. And when I tell y'all can see how clear these kids is, oh, these parents know. These parents know who these kids is. These teachers know. Somebody know who these doggone kids is. Bad ass kids. Bad ass kids. Here we go.
Attack left the 73-year-old man dead. Police are now searching for a group of teenagers seen on surveillance video here, ganging up on the man and hitting him repeatedly in the head. Action News reporter Annie McCormick joins us.
All right, so y'all saw the one with the camera? That was the one that I was thinking that was 12 years old. Baby, guess how old he is? Guess how old he is, y'all. Go and put it in the comments. Somebody, guess how old that little boy is. And no, he is not 12. Okay? He is not 12 years old. So, let me see. Yeah, BG says so much going on. My goodness. Yes. They tore that man up. And for y'all that did not see that, You can go on YouTube. You go on YouTube, make sure you subscribe. But you can go on YouTube and you will see that show. It was last Saturday. Okay. So all you gotta do is just look for the hits background. His background. And that's the show. Okay. But make sure it's the recent one. All right. So we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna get into, I'm not gonna tell y'all how old he is. Y'all gonna hear it on the next clip. Okay. Y'all gonna hear it on the next clip. The Mr. has arrived. He is in the building, baby. So let's go ahead and get into this first clip.
Tonight, another teen has been identified in connection with the deadly beating of a 73-year-old man with a traffic cone. Our Kelly Rule joining us live now with the very latest developments. Kelly.
Well, Dawn, just within the last hour or so, Philadelphia police did identify the 14-year-old teen that turned himself in here yesterday. He's being charged as an adult with third-degree murder and conspiracy. We're told his 10-year-old brother was released and was not charged. And new tonight sources also tell me they identified a female suspect. She is seen on video beating the suspect with a cone at least twice. Philadelphia police say 14-year-old Richard Jones is being charged as an adult with third-degree murder and conspiracy in the deadly attack on a 73-year-old in North Philadelphia. Jones and his 10-year-old brother turned themselves in with an attorney Monday. The district attorney's office says the 10-year-old was released and has not been charged. Sources say he is the one that first strikes 73-year-old James Lambert Jr. with the traffic cone back on June 24th around 2:30 a.m. on Cecil B. Moore Avenue. Sources say they identified one of the female suspects as well. They say she is seen on camera striking Lambert a second time, a third time, and possibly a fourth time off camera. Lambert died at the hospital the next day. His devastated niece told Fox 29 he went by Simmy, and the holidays will not be the same without him.
He's walked that path for 60, 70 years of his life, and for his life to be snuffed out like that is just unbelievable. And where were the parents?
Now, I did reach out to the attorney of the 14-year-old, but I am still waiting to hear back. Police say they are still looking for others in that video seen on camera, and they're asking anybody with information to come forward. Jason?
All right, Kelly Rule, thank you very much.
But first, we finna talk about the 73-year-old man that somebody little kids done beat to death. Somebody kids. Out at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Say what?
Yes. Somebody kid. Them kids look like they had to be at least 14, 15, 16 years old. One of them looked like they could have been 12. And they beat the 73-year-old man to death. Nobody knows why just yet. Because why? You want me to tell you why? Because the parents haven't turned these kids in yet. And when I tell y'all can see how clear these kids is, oh, these parents know. These parents know who these kids is. These teachers know. Somebody know who these doggone kids is. Bad ass kids. Bad ass kids. Here we go.
Attack left the 73-year-old man dead. Police are now searching for a group of teenagers seen on surveillance video here, ganging up on the man and hitting him repeatedly in the head. Action News reporter Annie McCormick joins us.
All right, we are back, y'all. I had to move. Police told me to move the camera and move the microphone in the middle. This ain't gonna work. It's covering up my hair. There, that's better. That's covering up my hair. Can't have it. Can't have it. Y'all, did y'all see that? That was sad that they would do that man like that. BG said, I don't play with badass kids. Keep them at home. My kids had to sit down or we leaving. And I'm kicking tail in the car. Laugh out loud. That's being a parent. Laugh out loud. Yes, you know what I'm saying? These kids, that little boy that was recording, that little boy was only 10 years old. I thought he was 12. But he was only 10 years old. So, excuse me, they did drop the charges on him, so he went home. But his brother was with him. And his brother ended up getting charged. His brother was 14 years old, y'all, and they are charging him as an adult. As an adult. I mean, now, one of the clips that I read, I'm not sure if it's on that clip or not, on the next clip that I'm finna play, But on one of the clips, they did say that it was more to the story and it will all add up. But they did say it still was no need for this man to die. Still was no need for him to die. Hey, Audra. I just said good. Charge his little ass as an adult. BG said they all knew better and to respect their elders. They all knew better to respect their elders. But people would cry mental illness. Clowns. Exactly. Rhonda said, I can't see all the comments. That's because, Rhonda, everybody is everywhere. We have people in YouTube watching. We have people on Facebook watching. Facebook watching. I have a Facebook business page, and I also have a Facebook personal page. So, Rhonda, you're probably on the Facebook personal page just as well. Okay? But everybody in here tonight, baby. We all in here tonight. Say hey. They ain't see you come through.
What up, though?
What up, though? That's my baby. Baby, tell them how I acted last weekend with the deers.
It was not.
I think Heavy got tired of me.
Who didn't?
My friend Audra.
Oh, she was tired too.
No, she wasn't.
Oh, she was tired.
No, she wasn't.
Audra, you was tired.
I'll just say no.
These damn deers.
Rhonda said, shut up, Poolie. Puloe.
What you drinking?
It's all right, Rhonda. Because I got mine too, baby. I got mine too. Don't worry about it.
I hope it don't bother your spelling.
No, it won't bother my spelling. She just hit the wrong letter. That's all. She just hit the wrong
letters. That's how you spell my name.
Whatever. Don't do Rhonda like that.
My name is.
Sorry. I didn't know if you was gonna be here or not.
Don't matter.
I ain't know. I fix it now. But y'all, I ain't know Poolie was gonna show up. You know, Poolie working hard and everything in these streets. There you go, Demetrius and Poolie.
Rhonda, you see how that's spelled?
We finna get into the second clip, y'all. Here we go.
A 14-year-old girl has surrendered to police for a deadly assault. I'm Dawn Timoney.
And I'm Jason Martinez. She's one of several teens who police say was involved in the beating death of a 73-year-old man last month. Our Kelly Rule joins us live with the latest developments. Kelly.
Donna, Jason, despite that video showing 7 children involved, police sources do tell me tonight they only expect 2 people to be charged in this case. That's the 14-year-old girl that turned herself in today and the 14-year-old boy that turned himself in Monday. They are both being charged as adults with third-degree murder and conspiracy. Now, an attorney representing a 13-year-old girl did show up and turn her in today, but we're told that she has been released and is not being charged. Attorney Lonnie Fish walks away from Philadelphia Police Headquarters after turning in his 14-year-old client by her mother's side. She's facing third-degree murder and conspiracy charges as an adult in connection to the deadly attack on 73-year-old James Lambert Jr. Sources say she is the second person to strike Lambert in the video with a traffic cone and does so twice, possibly a third time off camera. Fish wouldn't comment on that.
My client is 14 years of age, just turned 14. So I just would ask that everybody hold judgment. Bigger picture, mom wants her to be in a school and in a juvenile facility, and that's what we want for this case.
It's the second arrest in the June 24th attack. Philadelphia police say 14-year-old Richard Jones turned himself in. He's facing the same charges as an adult, which is why we are showing his photo. His 10-year-old brother also turned himself in, but was released and not charged. Today, that boy's attorney identified him as the child in the surveillance video appearing to record the attack. Okay, so was he recording it?
Again, everything, the facts will come out at the time of trial. I can't talk to you about things that implicate other people potentially besides my client.
Attorney Rania Major says the brothers were sleeping over a relative's house the night of the attack, and the gathering was not planned. She says there are things not captured on that video that will come out in trial.
There were events that led up to this that don't make it right. They don't negate what happened, but they put some things in perspective.
Now, a family member of 73-year-old James Lambert Jr. told me today they are looking forward to and want the opportunity to be in the courtroom and talk about him. They're still devastated and want to push for justice when they have that chance. Jason?
All right, Kelly Rule, thank you very much.
Like I said on Saturday, if that man wasn't beating their ass with that doggone cane, there was no reason for what they have done. If he wasn't sexually assaulting those young ladies, there's no need for what they have done. Period, point blank. I don't care what gathering they was at. All them kids should not be gone if they had a gathering.
Man, that was not a gathering. The gathering was them meeting up over. That was the gathering.
They just all have to
going
go.
over Auntie house. I'm coming too.
Yeah.
I'll be over there. That was the gathering. That's what was being said because the parents was letting their cousins, brothers, sisters come over and spend the night and kick it.
Now, I don't know if they all related.
They related.
Probably so.
Two brothers.
You know, the two brothers definitely. But I don't know if
And
them
that
is
was probably
cousins.
one of their friends.
Or the cousins. Could have been.
Yeah.
You know, everything is allegedly on here.
They all let out at the same time.
Yes. Sounds a little suspect
we
to me.
linked up with our homies too around that time. I mean, still.
Now, do y'all think those kids, all the kids should have been charged? Do you think that? Even the 10-year-old and the 13-year-old?
Only reason 10-year-old is not being charged is because, first of all, he's 10. Second of all, he was recording. So
they said, thank you. Thank you for recording. But as you can see, they did ask the attorney, did the recording actually record? And they wasn't able to say. But I will be following this story, y'all. You already know I'm going to follow it. I will be updating you all to let you guys know what's going on and how these kids are going to react when they tell them that they're going to be gone for a long time. Now, one of the parents, the young lady, her mother must have already, they know what's going to happen. So they want her to go to juvenile. They want like for her to go to school. Yeah, you should have made her go to school when she was at home, sleeping in her own bed. She's probably one of them little badass kids that just always skipping school at such an early age. All that crap. Hey, Lena, you're going to have to watch it from the beginning, boo. You have to watch it from the beginning. Just do the playback after the show, okay? But it was about an old man that was killed. He was killed. He was beat to death by these little kids, these little bad kids. Can't get these bad kids up off these streets, baby.
Rugrats.
Now, we finna go on to our next topic. I'm playing this next because this is what happens when you just let your kids run free. You know what I'm saying? When you're not paying attention to your kids, this is what happens. They go out and they try to hurt people that ain't got nothing to do with them. Not all of them, but some of them. So we ask ourselves, well, what do you mean? Just let your kids go. Peep game.
Anger and outrage from parents living in the Lake City housing complex after a local mom was arrested. Police say she repeatedly dropped her children off the housing complex parking lot and then drove away.
Being a mother, grandmother, and great-grandmother, I think it's horrible.
Parents are supposed to be watching these children, 24/7, regardless of what age they are, until they are grown adult.
That mother now facing charges with child neglect.
Concerned neighbors say they were fed up with having to deal with her 11 and 14-year-olds. News4Jax reporter Eric Avene joining us live to explain why. Eric?
Yeah, every neighbor we spoke with say that because her children were left unattended, they say that those children caused a lot of chaos in that neighborhood, a lot of property damage, and a lot of mischief. In fact, one of the kids is accused of pulling a knife on another child.
Multiple neighbors living in the Lake City villas who spoke with police but asked not to be identified in this story say 41-year-old Kameko Webb has repeatedly left her two kids in this parking lot.
And they get dropped off pretty early in the morning and then picked up like really late at night.
So they're out here till midnight, 1 in the morning.
Where did she go?
Who knows?
According to this arrest report, the 14 and 11-year-old told police they didn't know how to get in touch with their mom and that she goes to a boyfriend's house, but they didn't know where he lived. Police say Webb often left her children without food, water, or shelter.
Webb's sister, who also lives in this apartment complex, tells me off camera that she knew her nephews were being dropped off in this apartment complex, but she said there was never any expectation for her to watch them.
Police say they have been called to this location multiple times regarding the boys being left unattended. On one of those occasions, the boys were taken to the police station where they told an officer they had not eaten in 3 days. The officer handling that previous case let Webb off with a warning about child neglect and released the children back to her custody. Neighbors say while left unattended, the boys often would cause damage.
Kicking people doors, trying to break into their houses, throwing rocks at people's windows. They done threw batteries at my window, try to break my window.
The same two kids?
Same two kids. I done chased them multiple times away from my house.
They destroy things in the neighborhood. They've messed with all my plants in my garden.
Now, police say when they took Webb to jail, she bragged about getting out of a shower while her children were left alone to fend for themselves. Now, a DCF caseworker, to our understanding, has taken custody of those two boys. Reporting live, Eric Avignon, Channel 4, the local station.
That don't make no sense. So she go and drop her kids off where her sister live at.
Live at, not at her sister's house.
Just in the neighborhood.
Just drop their ass off. Literally. Y'all get out. I told you to get out my car.
But we hungry. Get out the car. Get out the car. And what they do? Let's go break in somebody's house and get some food. This is ridiculous. They ain't go to Auntie's house and get no food. They be breaking in other folks' houses. For God knows what.
I missed it. What did they say the auntie said?
The auntie's told. The auntie said she comes, she drop her kids off. She don't drop them off at the house, she just drop them off.
Oh, yeah.
That's what the auntie did. It don't make no sense. They throwing batteries at people's houses, trying to kick indoors. You know, I don't blame the kids. I don't blame them at all. I blame their mama. Apparently, their mama ain't taught them nothing. She too busy going up to her boyfriend's house trying to get her some.
If that's what she was doing.
I bet she was going over her boyfriend's house.
She was hustling.
Hustling with. They ain't got no food. They ain't ate in 3 days.
She got food.
She fine.
That's
she
what
making
I'm
sure
talking
she eat.
She hustling.
She ain't hustling.
Oh, she getting hurt.
She ain't hustling. She ain't hustling at all. Mama Peach is in the building. She taking care of the babies. Oh, mommy, tell my babies hello. I want to just give.
Tell them go to bed.
I want to give a shout out to my mama, y'all. My mama worked so hard with my babies. She helped me out so much. She keep them every single weekend, even when school is in, so that I could go to the radio station. So big ups to my mama. They are there for the summer. Baby, I don't want them to see this raggedy chair. That ain't working. Put the cover over it. The cover. Not itch. Y'all, Poolie hungry. Poolie hungry. He over here eating. He's starving. And he's not too happy about his chicken either. He says it's dry. I didn't cook it. No, I didn't cook it. So let's get to this little Boosie segment. Now, I'm telling y'all now, he's saying some real stuff, okay? Oh, there you go. He turned the music volume down. It did something when you did that. Anyways, I told y'all at the beginning of the show, Lil Boosie finna say a whole lot of cuss words, okay? But Lil Boosie was pulled over by the police, so Lil Boosie was very upset. So, Mama Peach and anybody else out there that do not want to hear a lot of cussing, this will be the time that you want to jump off, but make sure you jump right back on, okay? Jump right back on. Give me about 5-10 minutes.
Yeah, I ain't heard it yet either.
Yeah, you ain't heard this
I
one.
heard Buddy went in.
Oh, you heard about it?
Oh, man, that's all they've been talking about for the last couple of days.
Look, Gigi, Mama Peach said, my kids call her Gigi. Mama Peach said bad. Mama Peach, make sure you come back, okay? Make sure you come back because we still got some great topics tonight. Y'all, here we go. Here we go. It's out of control. It's out of control. And here we go. We said two parts.
You're gonna step to the back. You can have a seat if you want to stand up. All right, drink marijuana in that car, man, or any other drug in the car.
Nah, bro, I was smoking the blunt, bro. Like,
okay. Bro, you're good. I got you. So if you're on to me, I want to see you, okay?
I can't keep going through this, bro. Like, I
We
just
gotta
can't,
hold
bro. I can't, bro. I don't even know wrong. I don't know shit, bro. Bro, I gotta go to y'all security and file charges, man. It's harassment. It's every day. I can't even live. I moved to the country to fucking live, bro. I get 50 years on my back. I just want to fuck. Come on, man. Give a fuck all the jail. I'm like that. I'm going there and fight the police. Every fucking body. Cause I'm tired, bro. I'm ready to fucking roll me. Tired, bro. Tired, bro.
Coming up on
whatever you want fucking do, we can do. That's how the fuck I feel. I got real foreign money. Fuck all this shit. Lock me up for whatever the fuck you want to lock me up for. I'm tired, bro. Tired of being fucked with. Tired.
Still by himself. There's no other unit behind me. 783, we're coming up on the Camp Creek.
Everybody down here grab I'm gonna spit on every fucking nurse in that bitch. I'm gonna make you charge me. I'm gonna show you how I get down when I get locked up. I'm gonna show you how I get down. I'm gonna make them bitches whoop me. They gonna get a charge. I'm gonna make them whoop me. When you come to them, I'm gonna fuck them in their feet. I'm going out like a gangster. You gotta knock my fucking teeth off, buddy. And you gonna be sued like a dog. I'm ready now. I'm all the way ready. I'm gonna show them how I get down in the yard. Why? I'm gonna punch on the first white boy I see in that bitch. I grab the boy, I dare straight. Any nurse, I'm gonna spit on that bitch. Watch out, shine. Watch out. Can I get along?
Little Boosie big mad. He big mad. We still got the second half to it.
Oh, he hot.
He's very upset. So apparently, Lil Boosie got pulled over. He feels like he get pulled over every day here in Atlanta. So he feel like they got a target on him. Like, why is y'all constantly messing with me? Pulling me over. Boosie has went to jail and everything. Right. You know, and he's tired. He's tired, just like the rest of us is tired. Well, I ain't getting pulled over like that.
If I have not violated none of the laws on this road, and you pull me over, I don't give a fuck what you find in here, what I did wrong in here. You wrong. Because
you used to get pulled over all the time in Grand Rapids.
For nothing.
I remember Pooley homeboy called. He called me and said the police moved him out the way to get the police. I was like, what? Like, Pooley was getting pulled over all the time. All the time in Grand Rapids. It never failed.
Don't have now reason. Seatbelt. You know, you weren't wearing a seatbelt. You was a lie. You thought I wasn't wearing a seatbelt.
But these are the things that our black men have to go through, unfortunately.
Shit, I got pulled over one time and they told me, get why they pulled me over.
Why?
Because you look like you didn't have a license.
You ain't tell me that one, baby.
Nigga, you was with me.
Oh, shit.
You don't remember.
I don't remember. He got pulled over so many times. I can't remember.
We was driving down out of drive, heading to your mama's house, and they pulled us over, and I pulled into somebody's driveway. I was driving your little red car, and the front of it was all jacked up.
Due to my daddy. I blame him for everything that went wrong with that
they
red
pulled
car.
me over, and I asked them why did he pull me over. He said, because you look like you didn't have no license. That was his
sad.
whole reason. Because I didn't do nothing wrong. I wasn't speeding. The lights was working right. I wasn't turning nowhere, so I ain't decided to turn until I see him do a U-E. When he did a U-E, I'm like, we at home.
Now, do y'all feel like my wallet fell? Do y'all feel like Lil Boosie could have got killed or went to jail for doing all that talking?
No.
Why you say no?
First of all, I shouldn't go to jail because I'm running my motherfucking mouth. I can say
You
what I want to say.
shouldn't. It is freedom of
say.
speech.
You cannot lock me up because I'm saying what I want to say.
But we see it happen a lot.
But there is not a charge for that.
No.
Obstruction. They lock you up because they want to. They find a charge that fits the description of what you're doing, which it really does not fit. Because if I'm snapping on you, telling you what you're doing is wrong, you have no reason to lock me up.
Exactly.
None.
But it happens a lot.
Yeah, it happens.
It happens a lot of times. I remember when the police had came to our apartment when we stayed in apartments years and years ago. The police came to our apartments. I came in like, what is going on? Why is y'all here at my apartment? And I was going off. They told me, if you don't shut up, we will put you in handcuffs. I'm like, no!
For what?
You remember that? That was
I remember. I remember.
It was
but
a lot.
Again,
It was
for
a lot.
what? I done came home to see what I saw. I feel like whatever it is I'm seeing is wrong. So yes, I'm cursing, I'm mad, I'm upset.
Exactly.
So
I was very upset,
for
y'all.
you to say, if you don't calm down, you gonna go to jail too.
And
For
that's what they
what?
told me.
For what?
That's exactly what they told me. And I said,
just
I ain't
pulled
have
up
to
and I
ask for
see
what.
some
I said,
bullshit.
okay,
Matter
I'll
of
be
fact,
quiet.
But my thing is this. I could be snapping and not talking to neither one of y'all.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
I could be snapping and not talking to neither one of y'all. But here it is. I need to be quiet.
Yeah. Now, Marlena Schaefer said, and I do mean he mad. I got pulled over last week in my semi to get inspected when a mother ran the light, and I was sitting at the light, but the pulled me and ain't did nothing with that broad. Stab me out. So, you know, even Lena as a truck driver, she deals with things as a black woman. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot going on, y'all. Rhonda said, no, he shouldn't get shot. He didn't reach. He could talk all the shit he wants.
They took the man out of the car and put him in handcuffs immediately.
Immediately. And when we say immediately, we do mean
and all
immediately.
we talking about is why did you get pulled over again? Again, why did he get pulled over?
We don't know.
We don't know, but it got to be a reason for him to get pulled over for you to pull this man out of the car.
Exactly.
And put handcuffs on him. Once the handcuffs is on, I feel like I'm being arrested.
Exactly.
I'm being detained.
And I think that's why he was so upset like that. Because like you said, they put the handcuffs on
And if
him.
I'm in the city of Atlanta and I got weed on me, it's a fine.
It's a fine.
It's a fine. Let me go on my way so I can do what I got to do and finish smoking my weed.
And that is the city limits. City limits, okay?
Only
the city limits. So let's get into this next clip. We don't want to hold y'all too long. Here we go.
We gonna tear that bitch up. They gonna have to kill us in that bitch. I swear to God. Because I'm tired, bro. I work hard every fucking day. Every fucking day I'm getting pulled over every my people. I'm getting targeted, bro. My license plate is white. I'm targeted. It ain't never birth control pills or something for one of my bitches. That's all. I'm ready to fight. I take off the. I could fight. I would throw them bitches within the office. All they do is take off their bag and they gun. and I'ma throw them bitches with you in the parking lot. I'm like it, man. I moved out here for change. I'm finna sell my shit. Car is not stolen. Registration is right. The tag is right. I was pulled over because it's Boosie's car. You fucking motherfuckers are targeting my vehicle. You're targeting my vehicle. If I was a white college player, you wouldn't fuck with my vehicle. If I played soccer or baseball, you wouldn't fuck with my vehicle. You'll stop me for an autograph.
I'm gonna give you a citation for marijuana. Alright?
For the smell of marijuana.
Calm
down the floor.
There's some bags. There's two bags. Alright? I'm gonna give you a citation for legislative. And that's it. Alright? I'm gonna let y'all be all about your business. Are we good? Yeah. Okay. But take the handcuffs off you. You gotta sit in the car.
Bro, I'm tired, bro. I just take time. You let me go, just let me go. I'm going to file charges right now. I'll be up.
Have a seat and I'll grab that.
Boy, baby, we gonna talk shit all the way to the end, baby.
I'll be right back. Kiss my ass.
We gonna talk shit all the way to the end.
I'm heading straight there to go file a report.
He said he finna go file a report on that ass and split.
Boy.
Like he said, he's like, y'all put me over, y'all want an autograph, y'all want all that.
Boy.
But I will say this. He got mighty quiet. When he told him, he was like, "It's crumbs on the floor." He was like, "Nah, you got 2 bags under your seat." Nigga ain't say shit else. Okay, thank you. You better not say nothing else. But that's crazy to me. You know what I'm saying?
Again, he's in the city of Atlanta, so it does not render them to lock him up for that no more.
No.
You have to write a citation and let this man go about his business.
They got to. Hey, MP. What's good?
What up, though?
MP gonna be a guest on the show at his 92.3 real soon. Real soon. I can't wait for you to come back. I can't wait. But y'all, it's kind of like a tricky situation. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day,
nothing tricky about it.
It is.
What's tricky about
because even though you get a fine for it, it's still not legal. It's still not legal in the state of Georgia to smoke weed in your car or to have weed in your car. It's not legal. So,
but all I can get is a fine.
You can get is a fine.
You cannot lock me up unless I'm sitting on some weight. I got to have pounds in my car in order for you to lock me up.
I want to go to the next topic.
I don't want to go to the next topic.
I want to go to the next topic.
Like this one.
Now!
I like this one.
Now!
Some bullshit.
Marlena said,
again, what they pull him over for?
They already have him labeled, and if this happens often to him, then they're harassing him.
That's
Salute,
harassment.
little Boosie. Salute.
He's being harassed. Like he said, his car is marked.
I definitely feel like he's being harassed. Hey, cuz. Hey.
I want to know what he was driving.
Oh, cuz say he next. I'm next. Hit me up. I don't know what he was driving. They was in that truck. Remember?
No, I didn't see the truck.
Remember he got out the truck? They didn't show the whole. Yeah, they didn't show the whole thing, but it was some type of truck SUV. Wow, that's crazy, y'all. Little Boosie. Well, we finna get into a commercial, y'all, and then
Go
after
ahead,
this,
Boosie, badass, talk your shit.
Rhonda said they was just with Boosie because all police do is take it and smoke it.
No, they don't.
What they do?
Resell it.
Some of them smoke. Excuse me. Some of them smoke it.
I know
A lot of them do.
They ain't sitting up there just finna smoke no weed. They just got off nobody. They don't know if that ain't got fentanyl or nothing in it.
Now you're right about that. They just don't know.
These rappers nowadays, they put everything in that shit.
Ooh, I didn't say that. I ain't say it. I ain't say it. Allegedly.
They don't do
Y'all heard allegedly.
Miley Percocet. You never know. You never know. They on that codeine heavy.
Mama Peach, you right on time, girl. You is right on time, girl. We is done with the Boosie.
Sort of, kind of. I'm not done with Boosie. You gonna have to
We
hear
done
my
with
mouth.
the clips. We done with the clips for Boosie.
You gonna have to hear my mouth, mama. 'Cause here you go.
Y'all, we finna get into a commercial right quick, and then when we come back, we finna get into this credit scam, baby. You know all them folks that be telling you that they can help you with your credit. Now, not business credit, but credit. Okay, they always say, "Oh, just hit me up. I can help build your credit score up and all that stuff." Baby, watch what happens when you don't do right. And when I tell y'all this chick, this a girl. This shit y'all wouldn't have never thought in a million years. Just by looking at her social media and everything, you would never thought she was scheming. But baby, they done locked her ass up. Do you hear me? So let's get to these commercials and we're gonna go straight into it, y'all. Straight into it.
What I do basically is promote for Black-owned restaurants. It started out before all the pandemic and everything was going on, just to let a couple of restaurants know that they were still open and still had available times. What I do, I go to different locations, I scout out the location, tell you exactly where they're located at, tell you what they got on the menu, what all kind of food they have, and tell you a little bit about the owner if you have to. But like I was saying, I promote for different Black-owned businesses. That's what I do, so that way we all can eat. Not just for me, for you, everybody can check out the different restaurants as far as like in Atlanta, Georgia, and far as nationwide. I go to different spots so you can see exactly where they're located at. You might ride right past it and never knew that it was located right there or that they had certain foods on the menu. What I do basically.
All right, shout out to Restaurant Rick, baby. Restaurant Rick goes around to different restaurants and he tests out the food and everything. I do believe that he may go live just as well, and he's just letting you all know what's good, what's not good. This is where you should go and eat at. This is where you not should eat at, okay? And Restaurant Rick will be on the show on Monday. Yes, he will be sitting in with your girl, the missus, with kisses, baby, on Monday. He's going to tell us all about Restaurant Rick, what he does, how he gets down, and what else he got in store. That's what he going to show us. All right, y'all. So here go the credit scam. Y'all hope y'all watching. Pay attention. Anybody out there that's talking about, oh, I can build your credit up for you. I can help you. Give us $100 a month.
Damn.
Don't trust everybody, y'all.
How many months?
It's month by month.
So they feel like they got enough.
Exactly. Just check this chick out, y'all.
Harris County Precinct 4 investigators say they have uncovered a $3 million credit repair scheme happening here in Houston. They say the woman behind it was using falsified police reports to help get her clients better credit. Janelle Bluda has a look at the allegations.
In handcuffs and an orange jumpsuit, 29-year-old Rokisha Brisby was led in front of a judge today.
More and more folks are coming forward that have used her to try to fix their credit.
After being arrested Friday for what investigators call a multi-million-dollar credit repair scheme.
She went and basically would manipulate police reports.
Court documents linked to Brisby's social media. Her website says, your credit won't fix itself.
She used my front page of the police report with my name on it.
But Precinct 4 Constable Mark Herman says it was under the guise of that business, Rose Credit Repair, where he says she would commit illegal activity, falsifying police reports to increase her clients' credit scores.
Well, she submitted police reports on these folks' behalf saying that the monies that were spent were fraud or stolen, and this is the police report to prove it.
An alleged scheme the constable says actually worked.
Many of these financial institutions basically reversed the credit for these people, and it did make their credit scores, better because they had a police report on file.
Until Herman says one of those institutions reached out to his office with questions.
We noticed that the case numbers did not correspond with our current case number system.
He says that led to a lengthy investigation where they discovered 133 falsified police reports from his department alone. And Herman says there's evidence she used reports from other agencies as well.
FBI is involved with us. We flagged many of her bank accounts, and we'll be able to see exactly how much money she made off customers.
In Houston, Janelle Bluta, KHOU 11 News.
She gonna be gone, y'all. Watch that little cute little thing. It don't matter how cute you is. Some of y'all asses still dumb as hell. She's just so pretty. That's why I told y'all never would have thought. If y'all going on the site and y'all just looking online and y'all saw her, y'all know doggone well y'all would have been like, oh, she look like she can really help me.
Yeah. No.
The cuter they is, the dumber they fall. Now, seriously though, how stupid can you be to use the police reports?
No.
No, what?
You cannot call her stupid like that. Because
she used the police report.
She only used, but she got their credits up.
She did get the credits up,
So
yeah.
she not stupid. The only issue
She got the credits
that
up.
one officer right there. Now we're talking.
They contacted him.
They use his unit. Used the report so many times.
He said the whole
they
top
were
four.
falsified. They were falsified documents. They were probably real, but they tossed them up and put somebody else's name on it.
But everyone that is using, everyone that is helping with credit to get your credit score up, they are not using these police reports.
Methods.
So there's other ways that she could have chose, but she chose to do this. Now y'all got to understand.
And it was probably quicker.
Hold on. Y'all got to understand. When they do this, they're lying. Okay? You may owe that $50,000 or that $40,000. But once she put this police shit on there, that's the truth. Oh my gosh. The police said so it must be true. That's how they looking at it. So all that money that the person owed to the company is wiped away.
That's done deal.
Now what I want to know is they gonna go back and try to put that money back on them folks' credit report and make it to where they still owe that money once they find out that this was the young lady that represented them. This was the young lady that sent them in those disputes. And if they put it back on your credit report, is your score gonna go from an 800 to a 525 in a matter of 3 days? Look, I just said, yup. Mama said she didn't know when to stop. Exactly. She did 133 police reports. So just imagine how much money she was making.
The problem was she used his, and she used it so many times that it raised an eyebrow.
That's what it was.
If it wasn't for him, and she had to use other, because like they said, she used other ones. But
it was the company.
Counties,
the company, whoever she sent it to. She sent it to so many different people, of course. You all know that. But there was one particular person that the light bulb went off on. The light bulb went off over his head. And he was like, this can't be right. Let me call this police officer right quick that's on there. Let me call this number that I see on this paper. And it just happened. That police officer just happened to be there that day and happened to answer the phone. And he like, she using me? Let me see what else this little black heifer done did. And he done found 133. Instead of his it almost came out. It almost came out.
Well, let's go to the next one.
Instead of his butt. No, I got to say what I got to say. Instead of his butt out there securing the premises and making sure that we okay out here in these streets, he's sitting up there looking for 133.
Because he's making sure we safe out here in these streets.
I guess. Is it making the taxpayers' money go up? Rod said, you ain't got to use police reports for past deaths. Exactly. That's all I'm saying. She did not have to.
Guess what?
It made it quicker.
It made it quicker.
It definitely made it quicker.
Scores went up ASAP right after that.
Y'all go to Credit Karma, like she said, and dispute it. And I'm going to add to it. Dispute it yourself. Dispute it yourself. But make sure you're disputing the right things. You know what I'm saying? If you owe it, you owe it. If you owe it, you owe it. Now, if it's past, 7 years? Dispute on. Dispute. Because you might not owe it.
I don't even remember.
Look, Lena said 800 to 350 degree. Them folks finna be mad. What about the ones that just bought a house?
Look, if before that you had a 500 scope.
You better enjoy it while you can,
now
baby.
You got a 350.
Now you got 350.
Hey,
Danielle. Yes. Well, y'all, we finna go ahead and get into our last. Oh no, that's not our last one. It's not our last one, but our last main topic for the night, which is the officer that they found dead in Detroit. I do have a flashback clip on there just as well. Like I told y'all know I like to play around, do little new stuff on the show. So we're going to go ahead and get into that. And here we go. Okay. You rock, little cousin. Hey, thank you, cuz. I sure appreciate it. All right, but you got to peep this one out, though. Ex-officer, he's missing, but catch this twist.
We asked the assistant chief earlier, I said, do you want to find this former officer for his own safety or possibly because he's involved in that shooting from yesterday? Frankly, the assistant chief said both. They want to find him for both of those reasons. This video is unreal. First, you see a 29-year-old Detroit man unload gunfire on this home on Ferguson Street near Finkel on the city's west side. That was around 11 a.m. Thursday. Then, 3 hours later, he comes back, lighting the house up again. Inside, 3 kids and 5 people. One of them returns fire and is shot in the hand. Cell phone video carefully taken inside the home through blinds shows the shooter's bizarre behavior, dancing with the weapon twirling down the street.
Scary. I mean, like I said, this is an individual just terrorizing a neighborhood. And I can tell you right now, we have no idea why.
By Thursday night, a manhunt for the shooter ends in his arrest here near Schaefer in West Chicago. Then this story takes a twist. Somehow this shooter and this shooting is tied to a former Detroit police officer.
The suspect we took into custody last night is a neighbor with our retired police officer. We just want to make sure that he's okay, he's fine.
Police say in that Thursday shooting on Ferguson Street, the shooter was using Hodo's car, and these 2 weapons both registered to Hodo. The former cop is now missing.
Bye-bye. If y'all didn't hear that too well, let me go ahead and repeat it a little bit, and I just summed it all up for you, okay? So, that crazy man that y'all saw, the one that looked like he was on that shit, him? Yeah, him. Okay,
But first at 11, a mystery surrounding a retired Detroit police officer who vanished 2 weeks ago. And now the strange set of circumstances connecting him to a suspected shooter. Good evening and welcome to 7 Action News at 11. I'm Carolyn Clifford.
And I'm Dave Llewellyn. Stefan Hodo's mother is pleading for her son's return after his regular phone calls to his family went silent. Police tell us the suspect caught here on video shooting up a house was using Hodo's gun.
7 Action News reporter Darren Cunningham takes a closer look at the investigation.
Karen Hodo tells me she'd speak with her son Stefan Hodo several times a week, either by text, call, or he would stop by to check on her. She says it's not like him to disappear like this, and so she's asking for the public's help.
I'm just hoping to find him alive and well.
It's been about 2 weeks since Karen Hodo learned her son Stefan Hodo went missing, and still no word from her son.
Oh, I'm just hoping and praying that he's okay. He was just so supportive. And he has such a good heart. And I just, oh my goodness.
For loved ones, the anguish of not knowing is intensified by the circumstances surrounding the former Detroit police officer's disappearance.
Yep, straight along the fence line, right up ahead of you. He's about 6 yards out in front of you.
2 weeks ago, Detroit police arrested a man for firing into a home on Detroit's west side on Ferguson Street with 5 adults and 3 kids inside. The gunman shot up the house twice in the same day, both times caught on camera. Investigators say that gunman was Stefan Hodo's neighbor, and the weapon he used to shoot up the house belonged to Hodo. They say the suspect stole Hodo's guns and Hodo's vehicle. Another neighbor tells 7 Action News the 2 men at one point had gotten into some kind of dispute and were not friends. Earlier today, Karen Hodo was joined by loved ones and supporters at the Crime Stoppers press conference, including Detroit Police Captain Sania Russell with the Missing Persons Homicide Unit, pleading for the public's help.
We need to double down our efforts. We need to bring Hodo home to his family.
I just like them to share any type of information.
Detroit police urges anyone who saw Hodo's black 2007 Lexus being driven around before June 30th or have any other pertinent information to give them a call. That plate number is 9NGT98. You can also call Crime Stoppers and remain anonymous. That number is 1-800-SPEAK-UP.
All right, y'all. They looking for him. I got the update. So this is so crazy. So this is what happened. He didn't know the camera was about to come back on. Yeah, mouthful of food. But basically what happened is the guy ended up breaking in the house or going into his house. Something happened between him and the guy in the house. And he took his car, he took his guns, and went and shot up this other house. Twice. He did it twice, y'all. He didn't do it one time. Tell me he wasn't on that shit. He didn't do it one time. What he was on?
Stupidity.
It was on that shit. The way he had that gun by the, on the other side of the car, shooting at the house, and he was going out like this.
That nigga was mental.
Call it what you want to call it. I'll call it on that. Yeah, that's what I call it. And
You got to be
he
mental to
dancing
go
all
there
in
and
the
kill a
street.
police officer for his gun.
That is true too. For you to even risk it, but he's not a police officer. He's a former ex-former police officer.
I'm pretty sure you know.
Yes. He
probably got them little blue stripes all over his house.
Exactly. He knew he was an ex-police officer, and this police officer actually left. He actually left. This is in Detroit. This ain't in Chicago. This is in Detroit.
I don't know why they said Chicago.
Did they say Chicago, y'all?
I heard somebody say Chicago.
If it's Chicago and not Detroit, I apologize.
The other clip I heard him say Detroit.
Exactly.
The streets of Detroit.
Yeah, so it was Detroit. I thought it was Detroit when I listened to it. But anyways, so the officer actually got off the force and he moved to Vegas. And then he came back from Vegas and came back to Detroit. So he was only in Detroit for almost a year. Okay? Just a year. And then this happens to him as far as him being missing. Because I got the update. So here go the update, y'all. Here we go. Sad situation. Sad situation. But here we go.
Following more breaking news tonight. Detroit police investigating a sad discovery that could end the search for missing retired police officer Stefan Hodo. Earlier today, police say their investigation led them to Stopel Park near the border of Rosedale Park. 7 Action News reporter Kimberly Craig joins us live from the scene on Detroit's west side where police spent hours. And Kim, we understand you've also spoken to Hodo's family.
That's correct, Brian. Stefan Hodo's family tells me that they have been told by Detroit police that they do think that the body they discovered out here today is their brother. Now, because they do not know for sure, the family is certainly not ready to comment. Now, we're on the north side of Stopel Park here, and the body was found near some trees near where Auburn Street ends.
The medical examiner do their evaluation and see if we can identify the body that we found. Sadly, a lot of things are pointing to that may in fact be our retired police officer.
Detroit Police Chief James White on the discovery in Stopel Park this morning, where Auburn Street dead ends near Outer Drive, is where the decomposing body was found, and investigators are looking into the possibility that it's the body of retired Detroit police officer Stefan Hodo, reported missing earlier this month.
I'm just hoping to find him alive and well. I'm just hoping and praying that he's okay.
That's Hodo's mother talking to 7 Action News earlier this week. The search for her son began after one of his neighbors shot up a house using one of Hodo's guns. He was also in his car, but there was no sign of the retired police officer. Where the body was found today is just a few blocks north of Hodo's home. His neighbor was locked up on charges connected to the shooting.
I think it's horrible, and that, he moved to a wonderful neighborhood. He knew what he was doing, but he made the mistake of moving in next to that house that had been problematic.
We talked to people living near Stopel Park.
It's really sad that, you will put over there where kids is at. I mean, it's not the first time that this has happened.
And because heat accelerates decomposition, the medical examiner will be the one to determine if the body is that of Stefan Hodo and how he died or was killed. Reporting live on Detroit's west side, Kimberly Craig, 7 Action News.
All right, y'all, we are back. Now, I did do some little extra research, and they are saying that was him, allegedly. But the thing is, him and the guy that stole the car and stole the guns, they got into it. They got into it previously. They got into it outside because they stayed right next door to each other. So they got into it outside. I don't know if it was a physical altercation or a verbal altercation, but I know they got into it. And it was like a week prior that they had got into it. And then all of a sudden, this man is missing. Now, the twist to it is they still don't know if he was part of this man, if he had something to do with it, and then he went and committed suicide, or if this boy actually did something to him.
I don't believe that's what happened. I think that's a story that they're putting out there to feed you.
No, they're putting it out there because they don't know for sure until they get the autopsy done.
Man have something to do with it.
I agree, Poolie. But if he did and he committed suicide. If I
had something to do with it, why would I commit suicide?
Because he's an ex-police officer and he don't want to go to prison.
And when did they find him?
A week later, I think it said. A week or two later. Because I just showed it the week before last.
When did they get the boy?
They got the boy the same night. he wasn't too lucky. They got him the same night that shit went down.
And Buddy was MIA the whole time. Ain't no way I'm finna let this man have my car, have my gun, to go do whatever he gonna do. And we just gonna be like, okay, what next?
Exactly. You're right, BG.
He's an ex-police officer, so he know better than that. He know how to beat the system if he had to, because he know the system.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't believe in no shape, form, or fashion that man had nothing to do with that.
I definitely don't think he had anything to do with it at all. Nothing at all.
Nah, if y'all had picked him up or rolled up on his spot and you heard a shot go off and then you go in there and he been there, yeah, I believe it then. But you're not finna tell me a week after...
Or if he back there barbecuing,
got caught up.
If he at home barbecuing, then yeah, he had something to do with it. He ain't report nothing. He got something to do with it. He ain't report that his car missing. His
dead.
guns missing.
He was dead.
I know, I'm just saying. But if they saw him outside barbecuing and he wasn't dead, then yes, he had something to do with it. But as of now, no, this man had nothing to do with this at all. That boy killed him. That's what he did. He killed him. Why? I wonder.
Hold on, but
did he sneak him?
Say they got into it a week earlier. So if we got into it a week earlier, why in the hell would you even suspect me of doing something?
Exactly.
If you know for a fact that they got into it a week prior.
Well, you know they had to hear that first.
But they still put the story up.
They did put the story
I'm
out.
sure that they heard that before they put that story up.
You know, they always trying to say we the bad guys. You know how they do. You know how they do.
Because he's an ex-police officer. If he had been a different shade, he wouldn't even be considered a suspect.
And he was right down the street from his house, so I'm sure they would have found him the same day.
And mind you, this dead man is still being treated as a suspect.
Still being treated.
He's
well,
not even
I'm not going to say they're treating him as a suspect.
Yes, they are.
They're saying that they're trying to see if he has something. They're trying to see if he committed suicide. That's all they said. Now, on the first clip, when they didn't find him, when they hadn't found him, that's when they was trying to see if he was still a suspect. But now that they done found him dead, now they want to see that he commit suicide, which would consider him a suspect if he committed suicide, or if he was just murdered, if this was a homicide. But we all know that we're going to find out that this was a homicide. You know what I'm saying? Because the boy was on this shit. I don't care what nobody say. He was on it. All right, y'all. We finna get into a couple more commercials, and then we are going to our last clip for the night, which is the Amazon. Police say he don't want to do a whole lot of crime on the shows on Pizza Talk, so we got to throw in a little extra stuff too. And I want to show that funny clip too. We're gonna show that funny clip too.
What funny clip?
The bed. We're going to find that, and we're going to show that too. So let's get into our last commercials. This is Poolie commercial. And you know we got to support our boy Jason. His commercial too. Here we go. All right, y'all. Let's go to our second commercial.
Damn, Biggie, what's this? Damn, Biggie, what's this?
All right, we are back. We are back. I did find the funny clip. So we're going to go ahead and show that first. And then we're going to get into our Amazon clip for the night. Y'all, this was so funny to us when we went to the cabins. Oh my gosh, we laughed till we couldn't laugh no more. So here you go. I hope y'all like it. Let me make it bigger. All right, here we go. Oops. Hold on. Let me make sure y'all can hear. Where it go? Here it is. I'm going to start it over. Because I want you. I don't even know if y'all can hear something on here. Okay. There it goes. So it's the waterbed prank on his wife. Poolie better not ever do this to me because I can't swim. Here we go.
Waterbed prank on my wife. Two hours later.
It's not there, so I have to file a claim. I don't know, so I'm waiting on Amazon to call me back.
Baby, I'm letting you know I'm on the camera. You're going to jail. You're going to jail.
Waterbed prank on my wife.
Y'all know we got to run that bit.
Two hours later.
It's not there, so I have to file a claim. I don't know, so I'm waiting on Amazon to call me back.
Baby!
She was swimming.
Ooh, baby, the way she was kicking them feet. Baby.
She was swimming and everything.
I'm telling y'all, I would have swore I was drowning, okay? I would have canceled Peachy Tea Time show for that day if Poolie would have did that the day of Peachy Tea Time. I would have to cancel the show.
Put that one knee up there, just fell in.
I mean, she was kicking her feet like she was really in, like, the deep end. That would have been me. That would have been, yeah, I would have been crying and everything. I would have been crying. I would have been so angry with Poolie. So angry with Poolie. Oh, my gosh, because Poolie know I can't swim. And he know how I get when I get in the water. If it ain't the bathtub or the shower, I ask a fool. Okay? But Poolie thought that was hilarious. I thought it was funny too. Hilarious. I did. I thought it was funny too. It was a key moment.
Phone, talking her shit. Put that one knee on the bed. Still didn't catch it.
She fell right in. Right in.
You did not see the dip in the damn bed when you got in.
She was on the phone. She wasn't paying no attention.
None.
Poolie, don't ever do that to me, please.
You gotta pay attention.
Oh, Jesus. Please don't do that to me. I was sure had to come on Peachy Tea Time and be like, Poolie will no longer be a part of Peachy Tea Time. I would hate to do that to him. So here we go, y'all. Here's the Amazon clip of the Amazon man getting that bread by stealing. Here we go.
Deputies have arrested a former Amazon worker and accused him of stealing more than $100,000 in merchandise.
Authorities say the merchandise came from the company's warehouses across the Southeast, including right here in Metro Atlanta. Fox 5's Doug Evans has those details.
Marquise Ryans is accused of stealing more than $300,000 worth of merchandise from the Amazon distribution center right here in Noonan in Coweta County. If you've never seen one of these warehouses, they are huge. An investigator here with the Coweta County Sheriff's Office says Ryans knows how to navigate the big building, how to get in, how to get out. And while doing that, he's accused of stealing tens of thousands of dollars worth of Apple products and other electronics. Not just here in Coweta County, but also in Alabama and Mississippi.
This individual is a past employee of Amazon. He worked back there in 2020 at an Amazon distribution center. Once he's inside, he's comfortable. He starts talking to other employees. He starts talking to management. He walks in the break room. He grabs a little handheld device for one of the scanners and just starts going down each aisle of Amazon, just picking up items and putting them in the bins.
Investigators say Marquise Ryans is 28 years old. He's under arrest in Alabama and will eventually be extradited to Georgia. He's accused of stealing over $100,000 worth of merchandise so far. from Amazon distribution centers in Huntsville, Alabama, Horn Lake, and Olive Branch, Mississippi, as well as right here in Noonan. He is a suspect in similar thefts at Amazon distribution centers in Indiana, Kentucky, and Tennessee, according to authorities.
And we're still getting more tips in of where other incidents have happened at Amazon warehouses.
Since hitting this Amazon distribution center right here in Noonan, investigators tell me that Amazon has tightened up security, especially when it comes to how former employees get in the building. I'm Doug Evans, Fox 5 News in Coweta County.
Oh,
Why he didn't think that they ain't had no cameras?
He didn't care.
Y'all know they charging him for them bins too. You know they getting charged. The bins probably cost about a good $10. No, 10. I say 10. Between 10 and 15. They finna charge this nigga at least about a good $150 per bin. $150. Not $150. $150 per bin.
You heard them when they said they started off, they said he done stole over $100,000.
And then they jumped to 300,000.
300,000. Like, I don't know where y'all numbers came from, but boy, they added up real fast.
They added up to 300,000 while they was looking at the camera. They were like, that's the Apple.
The bins was about 50 grand a piece.
300,000. 300,000.
$100,000 worth of merchandise, and the other 200,000 in bins.
In bins. But seriously, I talk about this all the time. Cameras is everywhere now, y'all. If we can sit there and pull out our phones, I don't even know why I pulled out my phone. I'm so pissed off about my phone. But if we could pull out our phones and record, y'all, it's cameras everywhere. Somewhere it's a camera, okay? Except for in the projects.
Man,
sorry.
They out there too.
No, yeah, they are. They're out there just as well.
But yeah, you sat right in front of the camera.
In front. Like he parked right in front of the camera.
Right in front of the camera.
Like they didn't even check at all. They didn't look up and be like, is the cameras over here?
Like, dude is an ex-employee. That's my thing. I thought that he was an ex-employee being that he got fired and then caught.
That's what I thought too.
An ex-employee
and came back up in the joint
already, and because you got fired, you probably came back and hit him real good.
So instead of him coming back, shooting up the building like some other racists do,
he gonna make a couple $100 grand.
Is it racist? Is it racist the right word? Or other races, yeah. Like other races do come and shoot up the place. He ain't do that. He was nice enough to just come and steal from him. He said, I ain't killed nobody. I just stole from them because they made me mad. They fired me. So I just came back and got what was rightfully owned to me. All that shit.
Anything over 1,000.
Mm-hmm.
It's a felony.
A felony, baby. So it's a sad situation, but you know, when you do these things, you got to pay the consequences, y'all. Got to pay the consequences.
Be smoother than that, bro.
A lot smoother than sitting up there going right in front of the doggone camera.
I would rather you go in there 1,000 times and just put the stuff in your pocket and walk out.
1,000 times.
Yeah, because you're going to have to go in 1,000 times to get what he got. Shit.
We crazy.
That man filled up a bunch of bins.
A
He had
bunch
about
of them.
6 to 8 bins, man. He was quickly throwing them in the trunk.
And one thing that I always talk about is how other people is not strong enough to say, nah, dog, I ain't finna do that. Nah, dog, I ain't trying to get caught. I got kids out here. I got a family out here. I got people depending on me. Yeah. I ain't finna go through that. And look what happened.
That other person good unless he tell on him.
Yeah, because he had his hoodie on. He did at least have the hoodie on.
They know you, bro.
But you best believe Buddy gonna tell all of them. Let them give Buddy some time, some real time. Buddy gonna tell.
Himself.
Huh?
He ain't going down by
Heck nah.
300 grand? No.
How much time you think he gonna get for 300 grand? For 300 grand. How much time y'all think he gonna get?
10 or less.
Now, what if he tell on the other one how much he gonna get? 10 or less. Now, both of them finna get 10 or less. It's crazy. It's crazy. So, y'all, we are at the end of our show tonight. I do want to say something, though. A couple of things I want to say. First and foremost, I want to... Let me show y'all. 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 Where is it? Where it? There it is. There it is. I just want to say I am so thankful to God for being able to be in a crazy. Be in a news article. Not a news. I said a news article. Oh my gosh. To be on a magazine cover. Magazine cover. I could put up the wrong thing. Not cover. Not yet. Not cover yet.
And why did you say cover?
Because it's speaking, it's manifesting. I'm manifesting it. But here it is right here. I was in shout out Atlanta. Meet the Mrs. CEO, baby, founder of Peachy Tea Time. All I want to say, y'all, I'm so thankful. I'm so overwhelmed with nothing but excitement. Dreams do come true. You don't know when they're coming, but they do come true. Here I am, 43 years old, baby, making things happen. Making things happen. Shout out to one person in particular. And when I tell you this person, even before I left the other platform that I was on, that's what I said, before I left the other platform I was on, this person kept telling me.
Did you just zip that out the back of your head?
Yes, it is.
No,
I didn't put it in the magazine article.
But you keep talking about it.
Because I'm trying to say something. Let me say what I got to say.
Stop.
Dang. Before I left that other platform, there was one person that kept pushing me and kept saying, you need to be on your own. You need to be on your own. You can do this on your own. And I kept saying, no, I can't. But this person been riding with me since day one, baby. It was a lot of people. But this one person has literally kept pushing me. Even to this day, they're still pushing me. And that one person is
me,
Poolie. And I thank Poolie so much.
If she said to anybody else, I was getting up and I was walking the hell off. I am done with tea time.
You is retarded for real. I can't believe you just said that. If she said anybody else. It was a lot of people. No, it was a lot of people encouraging me. A lot. Hey, Nikki Boo. It was a lot of friends encouraging me to go ahead and do my own thing. But when you're on with somebody, you don't know if people was coming to watch you, if they was coming to watch them, or if they was coming to watch both of y'all. And I didn't know. But when I tell you this man right here, and this is no lie, this is no joke. And look, Nick said, he said me quick. This is no lie. This is no joke, y'all. Poolie been riding with me since day one. Since day one. Telling me, you can do this. And I kept telling him, no, I can't. And he just kept saying, yes, you can. Yes, you can. You're doing a lot of the work anyways. You can do this. And when I tell you this has been the best decision that I have made in my life. I'm so happy. I'm so thankful to God.
We'll cry.
And I'm not ready to cry yet. I'm thankful for my husband. I'm so thankful for Poolie. Because I wish y'all could have been behind closed doors, when just hearing the things that he would say, the encouragement, the realness, because y'all know, if y'all don't know by now, Poolie keeps it real. 100 real. Hey, me, Tamika in the building. Tamika, as Poolie call her. But he just been so supportive. So supportive. And I know Poolie be tired, y'all, when he get off of work on Friday.
No, I'm tired.
Yeah, see? He be tired. But he still come on Peachy Talks to support me. I know Poolie ain't. Now, don't get me wrong. Poolie love Peachy Tea Time. But if I was to tell Poolie, Poolie, I don't need you on here anymore, Poolie probably would say, okay. It would say, okay. You know, but I do know, and I do feel like with me and Poolie being on here, and sometimes we do talk about things with loving relationships and about our marriage and everything. I know that we can make a difference out here in these streets. So, baby, I appreciate you and I thank you so much, and I love you, boo.
Baby. Thank you, baby.
Oh, you're so welcome. You're so welcome. So, y'all, I just wanted to say that. Please look, nigga say, good job, Poolie. And she spells your name right.
Yeah, she ain't on that stuff.
No, my friend is not on that stuff either.
She on something.
She might have had a drink or two.
Put a O.
She may have had a drink or two.
And
but she ain't on that shit like that damn guy was with the gun.
He wasn't on nothing. I told you that was all mental.
No, it wasn't.
Man, you see how that man was dancing.
No, it wasn't. Y'all can say what y'all want to say, but it wasn't. He was on that shit.
He was on some shrooms.
Yeah, I don't know.
Acid.
Powder. Crack cocaine. I don't know. Crackhead-ish. I don't know. But everything is allegedly. Everything is allegedly on PGT time. My mom, not my mama, my mother-in-law said, don't be talking about nobody on them shows. Did you see the boy that got killed for talking about folks? I said, yeah, I covered it. Shout out to PGT time, baby. I covered it, baby. I covered it. I got me a protector, baby. Poolie ain't gonna let y'all do shit to me. You best believe that. Poolie said she got 2 kids to goddamn take care of. Y'all better do nothing to miss us. I'm sorry. I had to say. He ain't gonna let nothing happen to me. Believe it. But y'all, we finna be out of here. I thank y'all so much. You know I ain't got no sense, Nikki. You already know. Nikki been rocking with me since what? Junior high? And I still ain't changed. Okay, y'all, we finna go. Thank y'all so much for joining. Please make sure y'all tune in tomorrow at his 92.3, the real definition of internet radio, baby, with your girl, the missus with the kisses, the weekend spot, okay? The weekend spot, Peachy Hits, baby. So make sure you tune in. We will be covering the story that we did not cover tonight because we did start a little late tonight. Well, it was your fault because you the one that said start at 9:30. And you still wasn't here at 9:30. Exactly. The show must go on. But make sure y'all tune in, okay? Make sure y'all tune in tomorrow. Download that app. Please download that app, okay? Just in case. Hits 92.3 ATL. In case you're not able to watch me because you out in those streets trying to shop and everything, or you babysitting somebody's kids because they done dropped them off in the apartment complex and said, deuces, I'm out. Y'all know she was wrong. If y'all just tuned in and you ain't see it, go ahead and rewind this. And y'all gotta see when the woman just dropped off her kids at the
I'll be back at
in
8.
Projects.
Y'all
No,
be right here.
Not 8. They said that woman won't come to get them till about 1 o'clock in the morning. They said she dropped them off like 8 o'clock in the morning and don't come back till 1 o'clock in the morning. So to come pick up her kids because she had to go to her boyfriend's house to get her son. That what the kids said, allegedly. So y'all, look, he tired. So we finna get off here, y'all. Thank you, baby. He's like, I gotta go because I gotta get my hair done in the morning. Y'all know I try to go get my shit done every week. So I will go get my hair done in the morning. But please tune in. Y'all can find me on IG under Peachy Tea Time. You can also find me on Facebook under Peachy Tea Time. And you can, of course, find me on YouTube under Peachy Tea Time. And like I tell y'all all the time, if you ain't on my personal page, you don't need to find me no more on my personal page. But if you do know my personal page, you can find me on my personal page too. Look, Mom P said, you got that right. He got your back. He showed it. He showed me. He made me out a believer.
Good night, BG.
Good night, BG. I love y'all so much. Thank you for all the continuous support. Please make sure if you have not read the article, please read the article. It's very informative. And we up out of here, baby. You know you gotta listen to my babies. Here go Miss Kier first, baby. Here she go. Peachy tea time. Y'all just love it. And here go the kids. Here go both of them. Trey said he ain't got time for this type of shit. He said, I do this. Let me say this. Then we got to go. When I did this last clip that I'm finna show y'all, when I tell y'all it took us at least about 10, 15 times, me and the kids. And they was making me so mad because they kept laughing, just like me and Poolie be laughing all the time. They just kept laughing and laughing. I'm like, you know what? If y'all don't get it right this time, y'all in trouble. That's what I told them. I said, y'all in trouble. Don't play with me. Do not play with me. And they was like, okay, mommy, we'll do it right. So here it was.